Hi, I had a chat with a friend of mine a few days ago about how people struggling with uh, many household maintenance operations, to say, and I decided to do a little series of how to do things around the house. So one of the first things what I'm going to do is how to remove the oven door and clean the oven and oven door. So if you do it regularly, you don't need to do you don't need to use any special stuff, any special heavy chemicals. Um, just a quick wipe down, oven clean will be easy as anything. It will only take 5 minutes. I hope you're going to enjoy the video. It's not going to be too long. If you like it, subscribe or share it. Send it to someone who you might think that might need it. Thank you. One of the ways to clean oven door would be in situ whilst you're cleaning the oven. But the only problem with that is this gap here underneath the oven door. Right, it's down there. You can't really get to that gap, and that does get some dirt inside. So the very easy way to take an oven door off, you look at the hinges. The bottom section of the hinge is going to have a little flap. You lift that flap up like that, like a little hinged flap. You might need some tool, like this one is a bit harder. I'll get a little knife. So you just pick the knife and just lift it up and push it against the frame. That will lock the hinge in that open position. Then if you lift the door, you'll feel that there is no spring action there anymore. And you just need to lift the door up and away from the oven. You can see the little flappy bit. It used to be down here. You raised it up. There's a little pivot point there on both sides. Don't try to pull this back down, because that will release this arm that is spring loaded. That literally holds, this flap holds that arm from releasing. Now you can have a view at the bottom part of the oven. It's this part here that was saying that gets dirt. Now I can attempt cleaning the oven. If you clean your oven regularly, you don't need to do much scrubbing. I'll use this Sif Ultra Fast Kitchen Cleaner. A few squirts. Let that work in. And then let's go to the oven. A few squirts there. And let it work in. After a couple of minutes of spray cleaner working into the dirt, I got a bowl with warm water, kitchen dish cleaning sponge, and just give it a good wipe, bit of scrub with a scouring pad. You can see dirt is coming off. Obviously on stubborn dirt you might need to repeat the process. And the other trick of cleaning so you can clean the bottom edge of the door. That's clean. Now the glass bit, I got a razor blade, protected the other side because be careful, it's very sharp. And you can literally scrape that burnt on grease with razor. Just keep it on angle. Once all stubborn grease, burnt on grease was scraped off, grab a cleaning sponge and wipe it all off. Once it's wiped, bit of drying out with a towel. And there you go, one door cleaned. Now let's get on with the oven itself. Wipe the grill. And then you can wipe the floor of the oven. A little trick, because well, that's a caramelized or carbonized grease and stuff that's falling down. One little trick is, what you always can do is turn the oven on the light only, so it does not heat, but the little light comes on, and then you can see better inside of the oven. And then good wipe. You can see all that carbon stuff coming out. Bit of scouring side. This is regular used oven and it's over 10 years old now. So it does have some imperfections, little bits of corrosion on the bottom. That's these bits, they just can't, it's not a dirt, it's actually corrosion that's gone on the bottom of the metal. And now we got that underside of the door, because there's another storage door underneath, and it's not that, it's this part here can't be accessed without taking the door off. As you can see on the other door, the gap, you can barely put finger in, and you just can't get to it without taking door off. And there you go, look at that, clean. And this is just family of 5, everyday cooking, and you can clean the oven once a month like this. It takes literally 5 minutes and keeps it nice, clean. Oops, it's a bottom door flopped. Nice, clean and hygienic. You can get a celebrity chef here. He's not going to shout at you saying how dirty is your kitchen and equipment. Ta-da! Bit of drying out, and I'm going to show you how to put the door back on. It's as easy as taking off, to be honest. Clean the floor. To fit the door back on, you need to locate two bottom hinges back into the holes, and just make sure that the gap between the frame and the door is parallel, and you will feel it on the hinge. You will feel that actually door is getting a bit of spring there on the last bit of movement when it goes up and down, and that's the moment where you can release these little hooks and push them down into original position, and then spring load the door, works back on. And there you go, all clean. The cup underneath is clean, inside of the oven is clean, the door, it's squeaky clean. I can turn off. If it's still a bit damp inside, you can put the oven on just to help it to dry out. Thank you for watching.